Franz Wagner has led the Magic to one of the top seeds in the Eastern Conference so far during the 2024 NBA season. The Magic have gotten off to their best start in over a decade, and much of it is due to the tremendous all-round play of Wagner. He is never talked about among the NBA's best young players, yet 3 years in, he's arguably had just as good, if not a better career than most of the players drafted before him. It's crazy that he hasn't gotten talked about as a possible all-star, and it's time Wagner gets the recognition that he deserves. But he is for sure one of the Magic's cornerstone players. Wagner is averaging over 20 points per game, 5 rebounds, and roughly 4 assists as a 6'8 swingman who can run the point, play off ball, and nearly guard all 5 positions. He's got a versatile skill set that not many players his age, let alone players around the league, possess. With that said, let's take a look at how the 7 players drafted before Franz Wagner have panned out so far during the first few years of their careers. This is actually part 1 of a 2-part series, so stay tuned for the next What Happened video to see which player in this 2021 draft class I highlight next. At number 1, we have Cade Cunningham. He got up to a great start with the Pistons, obviously in his rookie year, averaged around 17 points and 5 assists, but unfortunately he got injured his second season and pretty much missed the entire year. And so far in year 3, he has bounced back from an individual standpoint, right around 22 points, 7 assists. Looks like he's going to be a really good player and possibly a future all-star and superstar. But the problem is the Pistons, they're not doing so well right now. They haven't really done well throughout his tenure with the Pistons so far. And even though he is the best player, and like I said, putting up some all-star caliber numbers, it hasn't really translated to winning. And that kind of brings into question maybe Cunningham's future with the Pistons and what they're going to do with this rebuild. But considering his talent level, right, 6'8 point guard, he should be the cornerstone player for the Pistons going forward. But obviously, they're going to need to get better as a team. And at least right now, like I said, his numbers aren't really leading to winning. And he's been relatively inefficient as a scorer as well, despite, like I said, scoring around 22 points per game. So he's going to need to get more efficient. But overall, he's had a solid career. It's just injuries and team circumstances have kind of derailed, I guess, what he's done so far. But besides that, he really should be a future all-star, right? 22 points and 7 assists. That's no joke, right? Really good stats for a 22-year-old in his 3rd year. So regardless, Cunningham should be a cornerstone for the Pistons going forward, and hopefully the Pistons can turn it around. At number 2, we have Jalen Green. Once again, like Cade Cunningham, really good rookie season, around 17 points per game. Now, he has struggled with inefficiency at times, but when Green's got it going, right, he's got it going. He's a very good scorer, can score at all 3 levels, can make some tough shots as well. But I think the issue is right now is that he really can't do much else outside of scoring, right? Obviously, he's one of the leading scorers on the Rockets, with Alperen Sengun. But the thing is, he's going to need to get more versatile, at least in the defensive end, with his playmaking, right, decision-making, even his decision-making, right, with the shots he's taking. But overall, he's a really solid scorer, has improved pretty much every year. But I know his scoring is down a bit this year because of Fred VanVleet, and obviously the jump that Alperen Sengun has taken. But Green, he should be a very good player going forward here. He's probably going to be a future all-star at some point. And obviously, like I said, taking a bit of a step back, so that may hinder his growth a little bit. But overall, he's learning from some great vets on the Rockets this year, and they have really turned it around as a team. At number 3, we have Evan Mobley. Immediately, he became the Cavs' starting power forward and helped lead them to a 44-38 record. That was their best year since LeBron left, and that was in Mobley's rookie season, as I said. He's been great on the defensive end. A really versatile defender, can pretty much guard 1 through 5 with his length, his size, his mobility. And his scoring arsenal has kind of slowly, increased, right? But I think the thing with Mobley overall is that he's kind of more of been a role player, right? That even though he was the number 3 overall pick, even though he's extremely elite defensively, has got a nice scoring arsenal overall, he hasn't really taken that, I would say, an all-star or superstar jump. And I don't know if he ever will, at least right now, just because Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell are the main leading scorers for this team. But I think in the future, the Cavs will need Mobley to take that jump from a scoring perspective. But he's still had a really good career so far. There's no doubt about it, right? Like I said, a very elite defender, solid overall scorer, but he really hasn't established himself as like an all-star or superstar caliber player just yet. But obviously, he's really young, right? In his 3rd season, just like the rest of these guys in this video. And he's got potential for major growth in the future. But yeah, overall, hasn't really had too much of like a star career trajectory just yet. But overall, he's still been really good, really solid defender, and definitely will be a cornerstone for the Cleveland Cavaliers going forward. At number 4, we have Scotty Barnes. He was the Rookie of the Year for this draft class. Came out great, right? A very versatile player. Can score, can shoot, can pass, high basketball IQ, very versatile defender as well. He can pretty much do everything on the court. Now, Scottie Barnes kind of got criticized last season, kind of took a little bit of a step back, but this year he has definitely bounced back, averaging over 20 points per game, around 8 rebounds, I believe around 5 to 6 assists as well. He's improved his three-point shooting and his scoring. He's become a really good player. Would not doubt it if he makes an all-star team this year. I think the issue right now is that Toronto hasn't had the best team success this year. But yeah, Barnes, he's been the Raptors' best player this year. Like I said, versatile defender. He's improved his scoring arsenal and his three-point shooting. And he is definitely the cornerstone player for the Raptors going forward. It seems like he's the only untouchable one in all the trade talks that the Raptors have had, and with all the trade rumors just going around with the team. But yeah, Scottie Barnes, very good player, versatile player. He will definitely be a future superstar in the NBA one day. And yeah, hopefully just Toronto can get better as a team, and hopefully he can continue to grow his game, and the Raptors can eventually have some more team success this season. At number 5, we have Jalen Suggs. I think the one word I can use to describe him is effort. This guy hustles on every single play. He's a tenacious defender. You can just see his passion for the game in pretty much every possession. Now, first couple years in the league, kind of struggled with some injury issues, and still a little bit this year as well, but he's became the Magic's starting two guard. And the Magic, they've gone off to one of the best starts in the NBA so far this season, and it's one of their best starts in the decade, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and Suggs is a huge part of that. Like I said, his effort, his hustle, his defense, his confidence, just his playmaking as well. He's a pretty smart player, and he's just a winning player, right? I know that has always been Suggs' reputation, not only in high school, but also at Gonzaga, right? And that has continued so far in the NBA. He's just a winner. He makes winning plays, and he hasn't really had, a superstar type trajectory, but just the effort, the hustle, the tenacity that he plays with. Like I said, he's a winning player, and you want him on your team regardless. So it doesn't matter if he was the number 5 pick, right, or like the 40th pick. Like, this guy's good. He makes winning plays. You want him in your starting lineup. You want him getting significant minutes on your team. And that's really the biggest compliment I can give Suggs. Like, he just is able to do everything on the court. He's able to do it well, and he just gives the most amount of effort you could ask for. Always makes the hustle plays. So I don't know if Suggs will ever take that superstar type leap, just because he is playing with Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. But overall, really nice player. The Magic should definitely keep him going forward as one of their core players. At number 6, we have Josh Giddey. I know he was recently accused with some major allegations, but I'm not really going to get into that in this video. But just really, like I said, kind of want to address his game like I have with all the other players. But really, Josh Giddey, he's a talented player, right? He's a do-it-all forward, can pretty much do everything. There has been questions about his shot and just shot creation ability overall, but he's a really smart player. Can pass, can rebound, can overall defend. I know it's been also a shaky area for him as well, but overall, he's a very talented player. He's kind of taken a step back a little bit just because, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's their best player. Chet Holmgren, this is his rookie season this year. And also Jalen Williams as well has taken a major leap. So Josh Giddey has kind of taken a step back, but I kind of see him as a really good connector and glue guy for this team as far as being a good passer, setting up the offense, really being able to do everything. I mean, I think at the time when he got a triple-double, he was like the youngest player in NBA history to ever get a triple-double. So that just speaks to his overall talent, right? A really versatile player, can pretty much do everything on the court. And we'll see what his future is going forward. Like I said, there's some serious allegations against him, and I don't really want to speak on that or comment on that. But obviously, we'll find out more information in the future. But at least for now, Josh Giddey, he should still be, a core player for the Thunder going forward. Hopefully, he kind of gets his rhythm back and is able to improve on what he did his rookie season, as, his points and assists kind of regressed a little bit the past few years. But regardless, Josh Giddey is a pretty good NBA player. At number 7, we have Jonathan Kuminga. Obviously, he is somebody I've talked about on this channel quite a bit, being that this is a, Warriors mainly focused channel. But yeah, Kuminga, he's kind of had sort of a shaky start to his third year, right? Overall, he's improved his scoring, but at least the rebounding, the shot efficiency, right, hasn't really been there for the most part, but he has been playing a lot better as of late. And Draymond's suspension, that will open up some more opportunity for him. But even then, Kuminga has been excellent recently for the Warriors, scoring efficiently, running the floor well. He's rebounded a little bit more. I think the thing that Kuminga struggles with the most, though, is consistency. Sometimes he'll have a game where he has like 20 points on maybe like 8 of 12 shooting, and then another game, maybe we'll have like 9 points on like 3 of 9 shooting. So like, it just kind of depends. You don't really know what you're going to get out of Kuminga on certain nights, but overall, he's been playing a lot better as of late. It's all about consistency with him, but overall, the defense, the scoring, just the improved offensive arsenal, you can see it kind of coming together now, and hopefully he can continue to build off of those improvements. So this was part 1 of this series. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the 7 players drafted before Franz Wagner, and I will see you guys in part 2. So hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.